The Avengers number 284 and number 285, which were published in 1987, witnessed an epic confrontation between Zeus on one side and the Avengers on the other. The book opens with Janet Van Dyne, aka Wasp, walking on a beach. She was on a leave from the Avengers on an island retreat in the Caribbean and suddenly saw a deer and followed it, but the deer seemed to have vanished. Someone then tried to hit her with an arrow, but she managed to evade it, but the arrow changed its course and targeted her again, forcing her to blast it. The arrow exploded into glowing dust, which numbed her mind and stole her will. She then was approached by Artemis, who took her away. Wasp then woke up to find herself contained. She shrunk in size and broke away, but was interrupted by Hera, who told her that she meant her no harm and that she was in Olympus. Hera explained that Zeus blamed the Avengers for the injuries of Hercules, and Wasp was the last to be brought at his command. He sent 7 Avengers to the depth of Hades, but they managed to escape, enraging the god that he would level the world to see them punished. Indeed, Zeus destroyed some of the Avengers in the Hall of Apollo, and only 4 remained to face his rage, namely She-Hulk, Thor, Namor, and Captain Marvel, who attacked the god, but he easily overpowered her and knocked her away. Thor then confronted Zeus and managed to block his blast with Mjolnir, remarking that the Avengers were not his enemies. He then managed to hit Zeus, who retaliated and knocked him away. Meanwhile, Hermes brought the injured Hercules to Prometheus to try to help. Cap remarked that as a kid he read the legends of Prometheus and how he defied the gods to aid mankind. Holding the magical caduceus, Prometheus asked Mother Gaia to grant him the power and the will to awaken Hercules. Meanwhile, Zeus was still beating on Thor, remarking that the Asgardian was crying in pain like a coward. The reason for why Thor was weakened is that Hela placed a curse on him that made his bones as brittle as glass and unable to heal if damaged. She also made him immortal and unable to die no matter how severe his injuries were, and that's why we see him wearing this armor. Thor smashed the ground beneath Zeus, remarking that he will not die, not even at the hands of a mad god. The enraged god, however, retaliated and blasted a tree, dropping it on Thor, who remarked that there was no reasoning with Zeus, who was possessed of the warrior madness. Thor told Zeus that he could not kill him, but Zeus struck him with a bolt of lightning. Zeus was shocked that Thor did not die, and Thor explained again that the reason was the curse of Hela. He said that what happened to Hercules was his own fault and not the Avengers, but Zeus did not back off and blasted Thor some more. Meanwhile, Prometheus managed to channel part of his life force into Hercules, and it seemed to be working. Back to the battlefield, Captain Marvel intervened to save Thor from Zeus' punishment, telling the god to surrender. Thor told Marvel that Zeus was way more powerful than her, and that this wasn't a place for a mortal like her. Zeus tried to blast Marvel, who revealed that this was an image of light, before hitting the god with a massive electrical burst. The resultant glow was blinding even 100 yards away, where Hercules finally regained his consciousness, but was very confused and out of his mind, addressing the Avengers as his enemies and that they must die. Back to the battlefield, Zeus wasn't damaged at all from Marvel's attack. She told Thor that she was consumed after that attack, and Thor told her that she did hurt Zeus more than he admitted. The god was about to hit Thor and Marvel when Namor intervened and punched him, but the god easily knocked him down. She-Hulk then attacked Zeus from behind and tried to hold him, but he just knocked her away, causing her to lose her consciousness. Black Knight saw what Zeus did to Namor and She-Hulk and realized that he had no chance fighting the god. Meanwhile, the mad Hercules attacked the Avengers, with Wasp remarking that he already knocked out Hera and Hermes. She shrunk in size and tried to talk some sense into him, but he just thunderclapped her the Hulk's way and knocked her out cold. Cap tried to stop Hercules, who grabbed the fallen Wasp, saying that it was time to kill. The injured Dr. Druid then tried to stop Hercules by using his telepathic powers to awaken him and to help him remember what happened. Few weeks ago, Hercules was going back to the Avengers mansion after a long night of drinking. When Wasp told him not to go in, Cap explained that the mansion was run over by their enemies, but the drunken Hercules did not listen and broke into the mansion. He was confronted by Goliath, the Wrecking Crew, and Mr. Hyde, who overpowered him and beat him up, causing him serious injuries. Hercules then shouted "No more" and knocked Druid away. Back to the battlefield, Black Knight finally found enough courage to confront Zeus. The enraged god blasted him, but he was able to absorb it with the enchanted ebony blade and deflected on Zeus, allowing She-Hulk and Namor to pound on the god, to be joined by Thor, who hit him with Mjolnir. Captain Marvel then told Zeus that there was no need to take it any further and that they did not want to hurt him. Zeus, however, retaliated and said that no one mortal or immortal speaks to him this way, and knocked the Avengers out cold. The enraged god then grabbed the fallen Thor from his neck and wanted to kill him when someone tried to stop him. Zeus, however, knocked the man away without knowing who he was. The man attacked again, demanding to let Thor go. He knocked Zeus into a tree, telling him that he won't let him hurt the Avengers. Zeus blasted the man and tossed him away before pounding on him, still not knowing whom he was fighting. The Avengers then intervened and prevented the god from killing the man, with Black Knight saying that he would cut Zeus if he forced his hand. Zeus finally realized that he was beating his own son Hercules, who told his father that he was wrong about the Avengers and that it wasn't their fault. Cap, Prometheus, and Druid then arrived, and Prometheus confirmed what Hercules had already said. Hera then explained to Zeus how Prometheus granted Hercules part of his life force to awaken him, and Hercules assured his father that it was his fault, cause he ignored the Avengers' warning and got beaten up. Zeus finally realized his mistake and regretted what he did. Later on, Hercules recovered, remarking that he doesn't feel any pain, but still find it hard to think clearly. That was one of Zeus' greatest fights ever, which I wanted to share with you. I've made a video about how Marvel turned Zeus and Odin into jobbers, and I'll leave an annotation for those who haven't watched it yet. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching and have a nice one.